Okay, hi guys, this is Marco from SOTT. I'm here today with the guys from Sign+digital. Sign+digital are one of our distributors, and these guys are carrying our liquids. And although the liquids are very strong now in the market, I want to explain you how to work with, because some people don't understand what you can do with it. It's really cool stuff. Here you can see our main products. We have more, but these are, I think, the best to use absolutely. For example, this one, this is Right Off. Right Off is an adhesive remover. It works in 3 minutes. So 180 seconds and your adhesive is like jelly, and so you can scrape it off. And it don't harm anything, so it don't harm the rubbers, the plastics of the car, but even acrylic, place of everything, it's no problem with this. So this is a real good product. It depends on type of adhesive you have, because right now you have some adhesives for special materials, special vinyls, and for example for special substrates, maybe it don't work so fast. You need to check that out, but we explain everything on which product it works. So, and for 99% we are sure this one works, because it's a real good seller everywhere in the world. And it's totally unharmless for the environment, which is good too. This one is the surface cleaner number 2. This is basically the best you can find in the world. This cleans everything. So car paint, metal, chrome, rubbers, glass, everything. So this won't harm anything. The thing what's in this product, it's like ammonia, some alcohol, and some other stuff, cleaners to carriers. That it goes underneath the grease molecules. This is real good. And I will explain later how it works and which kind of stages it works. This one is called T800. T800, this is the industrial cleaner. When we started with this, I was 18 years old, so that's a long time ago. But the fun stuff is, this is actually made for degreasing metal, real metal. So companies who are chromizing or galvanizing metal, this is the product. If you have, for example, dirty hands to work on your engine, or a chain from your bike, and you have the real black hands, this one, it cleans immediately. So this is real cool. Why is this interesting for cars? When I worked in a company when I was 18, a company who's also making self-adhesives, these guys made special pinstriping for cars, and they were trying to find a product, but they are using different other cleaners. And they developed a product which works through water. If, for example, a car is completely wet from raining, and there is a paraffin from the manufacturer on the car, so brand new cars, and there was some adhesive from the badges, these guys used different versions. First, they need to dry out the rain from the car. Then they used a silicone remover to get the paraffin of it, and then they used an adhesive remover. So they went to a big factory and said, a chemical factory, and they said, can you make a product which can do 3 in 1? And that's what they did. So I know where it's come from and where it came from. So I made it by myself. Now we are the biggest customer of these guys. So if your car is completely rained, this one will completely through under the water, under everything. It's pretty strong, especially now we always recommend this product for tar. If you have tar inside the cars, this one works. And it tacks like oil, so some people think it's greasy. It's not greasy, but it feels like that because it's crawling under the molecules. Then you can wipe it off. I will explain later, or I will demonstrate how it works. Then we have Right On. A Right On spray. This is, I think, our biggest seller in the world. Right now we are selling to 75 countries, only sort of our liquids. This is the best one. Why is this? Everyone knows wet applications with water and soap. When it's raining, or when it's sun shines, or when it's freezing, sometimes you cannot use water and soap. This one works on every type of environment. The fun stuff is this, it works in 3-4 minutes. And even car wrap with air channel works. You can try it by yourself and you'll see it completely evaporates. It evaporates underneath the vinyl. I can show you later how it works. It's really cool and it smells good too. This is a product that we came out with in '96. In '96, the car manufacturers came out with water-based paint. And water-based paint contains silicon. It sounds strange, but it is. The silicon molecules makes the water-based paint more, and it makes it smoother. It fluids more. It connects on the molecules, so it makes a bridge. It don't harm anything. It don't harm your paint, but it makes a better bonding on the paint. And we have a sheet completely how we explained how this works. But this product we always recommend with adhesive vinyl on cars, on paint, on the edges. We all know that the vinyl can lift up on these edges, especially here. When you have a big car with a big engine, you always have the problem that it's hot, that it can curl over here or here on the edges. So only put a few less on the product on the edges, and then you can wrap around it and it's awesome. It even works in channels. I can demonstrate that later for you. So the combination of these 4 or 5 runners with some stuff that you can use here, like towels and things, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. For example, I always recommend if you do the first cleaning wrap, use cotton, just a cotton cloth. I always use 2. One to make it wet, to wipe, the other one to make it dry. So always two cotton cloths. This is, we call it dust-free towels, super strong. It absorbs a lot and they are white. So when you clean in the last check, you can see if there's still dirt on it. So this one works very good. These ones, the Scotch Brites, don't scratch on paint. If you keep them wet, you can just wipe it on the car, especially for the older bugs, the bugs on the front of the car. This one works good. Always check, because if you have a paint which is special soft, sometimes you have that, or it's not good paint, check it first if it works. This one is of course the standard paper towel. Paper towels are interesting to start with when you use with the cleaners. I will demonstrate it later. And this is interesting too. This is a tack cloth. The tack cloth is a little bit tacky. So a lot of car painters are using this because it's dry, but it feels a little bit tacky and it sticks on the dust. So only use it dry. And you can imagine when you do a wrap or a window installer or installation or whatever, and it's already cleaned, but after a couple of hours, when you are, for example, on a hood, there is some dust on it already. Okay, so imagine that this you wrap the whole car except the hood, or after a couple of hours before you did this the cleaning, there is some dust on it from the environment. So if you have your dust glove, go like this, and you will see that your surface is completely dust-free because the dust sticks on this one. This is a real good product to use. Okay, so this is actually, in our opinion, always the must-haves that you have to make a perfect installation, because remember, 80% of the problems we know in our vinyl is because of the prep and the installation. So with this one, you already have solved 40%. Then only the installation is very important. But this is what I think the best to use. So with this, you can do everything you want.